Hola, hola, senoritas and senors. These is, no, I'm just playing. This is Talk Lately right here with Monty. And you are listening to us live on BeExposedRadio.com. We got some stuff to talk about that's been going on. Why did I feel like I just got shorter? Okay, hold on. There we go. I'm not short at all. I have height to me.
Okay.
Naya's here. There she go over there. That's her.
Nice here.
And then I popped my tongue. That is so ghetto. I'm eating oranges. I'm sorry. My mouth is a little bit juicy. Then we got Lindsay on the phone down there. She down there.
Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah, I'm down there.
There she is. Down there.
Robin.
So, as you can see, we can take phone calls today.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
How you doing?
That now.
Hey, hi, phone calls.
Uh-oh.
Look, the phone number's right there on your screen. It's over there. It's 443-642-9403. So we can talk about stuff. Y'all can come in and give us a call and let's talk about whatever you want to talk about as well. Because I have a good list.
Wait a minute, because I need that number. Where is my pen? Where is my pen? Oh, here we go. Mine, give me the number one more time, please.
It's 443
443.
652
6 what?
42
Okay.
42 9403.
443.
Okay. I remember, yeah. 443-642-9403.
Yeah, you remember that from the WFBR days.
Yes, I do.
Text
I
us.
don't never forget numbers.
I didn't get it.
I still got that phone number. We used to have that when we was on WFBR 1590 AM.
Yeah.
The first and original black
yeah.
radio station
in
in Maryland.
In the trenches.
Hello, my name is Naya, and I didn't get the number.
Well, all you have to do is turn on your other device, and it's on the screen.
Because
I've already said it more than 3, 6, and 7
I was trying to post it.
Okay, it's 443. Once again, that's what this segment's going to be about. Is about this telephone number, 642. Right now, that's what we're going to do, I guess. 9403. Got it? Good.
Got it.
That's perfect. Now, I have to tell you guys about the business of today and what we're going to be talking about. So today, there were some large crowds, and not today, but over the weekend, there were some large crowds in Baltimore that we're going to actually dissect and get into, and a couple people were shot.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that, as well as me and Lindsay actually had a little bit of a discussion on this a little bit earlier today. So we're going to bring it to the audience about the SWAT team that is resigning down in Florida. So that's going to be part of one of our top stories as well. The Baltimore City Council versus so we got all these cases basically, because that's how we do things here on this show. We do it in cases. So that was the first case was large crowds and violence. The second case is Florida SWAT team versus the chief of police. The third case is, hopefully we get to it, is the City Council versus Baltimore Police Department. Then we actually have 6 cases on our docket. So the fourth case is Baltimore City versus coronavirus. And then number 5 is African Americans versus the DC police. And number 6 is, which I think I'm going to move up a little bit in the docket because I think this one is really important. Why are police resigning? We also had this a little bit of this discussion earlier, me and Lindsay. And I wasn't even going to talk about it, but she talked me into it. We would talk for I think I was rambling on for probably about 15 minutes on that one topic. Why are they resigning?
Okay.
Because I actually kind of mixed it and twisted it into the Florida situation for why the SWAT team is resigning.
Okay.
And I think that was a good one. So you want to start with that? Let's start with that. All right. So in Florida, we have this SWAT team. Okay. So it goes like this. Officers of the Hallandale Beach Police Department were so angered by their chief kneeling to show solidarity with the protesters that every member of the SWAT team resigned from their duties.
What?
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why weren't they? If I was her, this woman, this senior official, I would have said, don't resign. Okay, let me continue with the story, though. The officers did not resign completely from the police force and will stay on duty. My question to that situation is, like, who's the boss here? Like, who's the boss? Who's in charge? Is it the police chief or is it the SWAT team? Is it the SWAT team members? Like,
Right.
where do you get off? You don't tell me that you're quitting and then still stay on the force. No, you quit. If you're quitting, you quit everything. You got to go. I'm the boss.
You're done. Like
that's it. You're done.
Sitting behind a desk, we're not doing nothing. You're done.
There's no desk duty. You don't want to do your job. You don't want to do the job I appointed you to, and I'm your boss. You've got to go home.
We're not demoting ourselves.
Where do you get to do that at?
Ooh,
where do you get to just demote yourself and then act like you still work here?
Yeah.
So it says those who resigned specifically cite the city of Hollandale Beach Police Chief Sonia Q. Kneeling were protesters against racism, hatred, and intolerance as the reason for their startling act. Here's what they said in the resignation letter. The risk of carrying out our duties in the capacity is no longer acceptable to us and our families. The anguish and stress of knowing that what we may be lawfully called upon to do in today's political climate, combined with the team's current situation and several recent local events, leave us in a position that is untenable.
Wow.
So that, in combination with what we're going to talk about later with the resignations across the country, like, again, who are you to tell me, your chief, the one that's in control, the one that holds the purse strings, that you are not going to do the job that you were appointed to do and then follow the rules as set forth? Like, how do you get off?
I agree.
Telling your chief that I'm going to quit. No, it's okay. You can quit. I accept your resignation. So, all right, they were supposed to meet yesterday. I haven't gotten an update about their meeting yet, but they were supposed to meet yesterday, and she was going to hear them out. First of all, I like I told Lindsay earlier, the meeting would have been 2 minutes. It would have been me walking in saying, "Hello, everyone. Can you please put your gun and badge on the table and exit the fucking building?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because we don't need you. This whole entire situation means you don't need this job. And thank you for resigning, because now I don't have to give you unemployment.
Wow. Yes.
I appreciate your service. Have a good night. And we'll start from scratch, because right now it says the city said they will continue to have SWAT services through mutual aid agreements with other cities. Oh, we don't need you. So, because other cities are going to help us for right now, and until we replace everybody here, thank you for your service. Y'all have a good evening, and I don't ask me for references.
We're done.
Don't even ask me for references, because I don't even know you. Because you basically turned your back on me. Because one thing I said to Lindsay earlier is that you don't understand the position that she's in. It is politics. So now you don't know if she was in a position to make change or not, but her position was to calm the issues. So if she went out there and knelt with the protesters, she could have been doing that just to do it, just to calm the situation. That don't mean she agrees or disagrees, because you don't know what she's thinking. If she didn't say she was disagreeing or agreeing, you don't know the situation.
Wow.
So that's what I'm
work yourself up in there, demote yourself, because you don't want to go out anymore.
Right. So my problem with the whole situation is, like, y'all didn't even ask her. Y'all just going to resign and just leave her, without a SWAT team. But you forgot we can use other city services. Yep. It's a state. It's the state of Florida. We're not in this alone. Goodbye. Again, I wish somebody would on my team come to tell me, "Oh, I'm not doing that. I resign." Oh, goodbye.
Right.
You have a nice life. I hope your kids grow up to
Bye-bye.
be fabulous magicians.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
But you're out of
Bye-bye.
here. I don't care. Thank you for resigning. Because again, now I don't have to fork over any coin to
Yep.
give you unemployment.
Yep.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
Absolutely.
So
I would do the same thing. I would be exactly the same exact way.
Absolutely.
why am I reaching all the way
No
over
cut
there?
cards. No
Because
cut
I'm
cards.
blind. I was just reaching all the way across the room because I can't see.
Need glasses? You need these?
I got it in my contacts and I still can't see.
No, because Corona can still get in there.
I got contacts. It's protecting part of my eye. Thank you.
My contacts are second part of my eyes too.
So I
I
just didn't. I
people
never
have the
understood that. Like
nerve.
why? Like
People really have the nerve to really do crazy stuff like that. Are you serious right now? Wow.
and in this climate where everybody else is, on unemployment or not working, this is how you want to. Do you think this is proving your point? You're just going to run from the issue instead of voicing your concerns about policing and the policies that are at hand. You're just going to throw your hands up. Basically, I don't know what you was trying to do. Like you was trying to. What was your point? Like now we're short staffed and we're not going to be able to manage this because you left. No, we got other city services coming in. Thank you. Now you effed yourself up because, like Lindsay asked me earlier, will they still get their pension? More than likely, yes. They resigned. They didn't get fired, so they're going to get their pension. Fine. Can you live off of that for the rest of your life? Fine. Are you going to get if you ask for a recommendation? Who you going to call? Ghostbusters?
Pretty much.
Because you ain't calling here.
Call Tyrone.
Because you're not calling me. I'm not your reference. Scrap it.
You could call Tyrone.
You're gonna call HR because maybe they'll give you a reference, but your boss, your direct report, is not giving you shit.
I know that's right.
Because now I'm in a bind. I gotta hire a whole entire new force, a whole entire new department of officers.
Everything.
But which I think is all right. So, which leads me into, let's just go ahead and just get into this then, the resigning thing. That was real quick too. I like that. We're gonna run out of stories real quick. Let's go ahead and get into the resigning people. And so I asked the question earlier today. I would like to know, because a slew of police have been resigning all across the country. And I asked the question on Facebook. I would like to know why they are resigning. Is it because they can't use excessive force? And I believe that they were in the wrong job anyway. If this is why you are resigning, because you should have been in the military if you wanted to fight all the time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Police supposed to be peacekeepers.
Supposedly, but you know they're the ones starting the riots and the problems.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's the job. The real job is for you to be a peacekeeper. You're supposed to be able to tamp down a situation and not infuriate one. So my question was, I would like to know why they are resigning. Are they particularly resigning because I got something in my eye now? Eyelash. Are they particularly resigning because they can't use excessive force?
That's a good question.
It's probably half of them. Probably half of them reason why.
I haven't actually looked into see which cities. I know some of them, like I said, some of them were coming from Florida, so that's where it's coming from. So police are starting to resign, and it's like, why? Like, what is going on? What are you doing? Like, you can't wait. You can't wait to figure out if anything's going to change or not, because nothing's changed currently at the moment, but it could. That's the whole point of the protest. They want change.
Right.
So was this the time to resign now, or why wouldn't you wait until the decisions are made? So they say that it's because they're resigning in solidarity. But you resign in solidarity. Am I supposed to hire you back after you did this?
Right.
No.
Because resign, I thought resign was you're done.
You quit. That's quitting.
Mm-hmm. You quit. Yep.
But they're saying they're resigning in solidarity with other officers that were, being prosecuted. So, but if you're doing that, do I bring you back after this is, or whatever the outcome is? No, I don't want you. Out of solidarity, it's solidarity to the police department, not solidarity to the police employees.
Right. No.
Because they can get fired at any time. Your job is not promised to you.
Right. That's crazy. Oh my God.
If you and your camera don't get it together.
Huh?
I said, if you and your camera don't get it together.
People keep calling me.
Like they don't see.
Like they don't see me online.
I don't know what's going on over there.
But it's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand, like you said, what was your reason for, resigning? Like, you're not getting unemployment. You can't use this as a force. So is that one of the reasons why you decided to say, hey, I'm done?
Mm-hmm.
Or what was it? Or was you really standing up for the Black Lives Matter movement? What are you doing?
Right. Oh, let me see.
But it's a way to go about things.
I still don't get it. So one of my comments on here says, well, the main perk of the job was the ability to kill Black people without punishment. If it's illegal now, why stay? I thought that was very powerful. That's why I had to bring it into the picture.
I like that.
Because why stay? That's a good question. If that was the main purpose, because if you remember when you were younger and people were your children were growing up and they was like, oh, I want to be a police officer so I can stop bad guys.
Yeah.
They didn't say I wanted to be a police officer so I can stop Black guys.
It was
bad guys, not Black guys. You can't get the two B words mixed. I mean, you are at school, so learn something.
I'm gonna put my thing on what's the name because people keep calling me. Give me a second.
Naya's popular, Monny.
Why did they keep calling like back to back and everything?
Because they keep doing that.
Ever since we started this show, it's just been, I don't know.
Like we gave you a phone number. Use it. Like this is a hand. Pick it up. Hello.
It's people on YouTube.
On YouTube? How are they calling you on YouTube?
I mean, not YouTube, on Facebook. I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure it out, though.
What
are your thoughts, Lindsay?
I think I agree with you 100%. I think that now that there's been some accountability that's getting ready to take place because police have quantitative immunity, and that saves them, meaning they can treat you like we talked about earlier. They can treat you how they treat you. You have to sue the city or sue the state, depending on the laws that govern thereof. And I think a lot of them got into. I think a lot of cops, and I'm not going to say all police force. I think they were bullied in high school. They got vendettas, and they want some type of power. They want power. That's what it's all about, and that's not what the oath says. When you become a police officer, I know police officers. I know some of them very well. And they're some of the greatest, kindest people. But I've seen even the good ones. I knew a good police officer who was just doing this job. They didn't inform him that they had an undercover thing going on and had a narc, an undercover narc acting as a junkie. He arrested him and they fired him. They put him through hell. They put him through hell. He was just doing his job. They made all kinds of accusations about him. They did not inform him that man was an undercover cop with Fed at all. There was no communication therefore. But most cops, I think they get into it for power. A lot. That's what runs this country is power, money, greed, and power. That's what I think. My opinion. I agree with you 100%. I don't want you back. You're like an ex. I don't want you back.
Yeah, I don't believe they should come back or be allowed to come back. Anyway, I think this is also a good opportunity for them to weed out the bad ones. Because now you already know who they are. The people that don't agree with the fact that you want to make change.
Exactly. But
to save lives.
I feel like a lot of, or some of them get into the policing just to have that authority. I can rough you up just because I'm the police, or you gotta listen to me because I'm the police. You know what I'm saying? Like I can stop you because I'm the police. I can do whatever I want. A lot of people, if you notice, a lot of the police officers had that mentality, and it's like,
it's a superiority complex.
Take and serve. We don't get to know the police officers no more in our neighborhood like you used to. because of that exact reason. Now people are scared of them. Kids are scared now. It's like you don't even really hear, "Oh, I want to be a police officer no more."
It's a superiority complex.
Yeah, they ruined all of that. They ruined it. And it's only getting worse. They're still killing to this day. They're still killing Black people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, what can they do now after this? Like who? I'm just trying to figure out, like, who actually expects to get their job back after this? Like, are you moving to another city?
You're not getting your job.
Like, are you going to move to another city? Are you going to move to another county or something like that? Because how are you? What do you think we're going to do with this?
So okay. So the question is, do they have it confused? So is it not resigning? Are they on strike? Is that what they're doing?
Then you would have to say that I'm on strike so you can have some kind of protections. I don't even think that is a protection for the police. What are you going to do? Stand next to the protesters and protest?
That's what I'm saying. If you go on strike, then you're liable to get your job back. But if you resign, you're not getting it back.
No, you resign.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, are they confused?
And then you resign because you don't like the policies. Like, who the hell are you?
Because you can't slap me around now.
Right. Like, what do you mean you don't like the policies? That's not your job. You don't write policies. You should have been a council person or ran for public office then. Not became a police officer that is set there to follow and enforce laws. Hello? Yeah. Not to mention, me and Lindsay was talking about this too, and I would brought that to our attention. A cop's job is not to prosecute.
Mm-hmm. Right. Or
and that's part of the main problem.
Or to play God. You're not.
And that's part of the main problem. Because these
you go ahead.
These abuse of power issues, meaning excessive force, killing, all of that stuff is called you play judge, jury, and executioner. And that's not your job. Your job is to be a peacekeeper. So if a situation is out of control, it's your job to bring it under control, to get it to the next step of judgment.
Absolutely.
Not to play the judge, jury, and executioner. You killing someone in the line of duty is you forcing a guilty verdict on somebody.
Thank you.
Before they have a chance to be tried in front of their peers.
Exactly.
That's why 9 are doing the work that we're doing right now for this young man that was murdered by the police. That's why, because they judge, jury, and executioner.
And then you hear no remorse.
Exactly.
It's like, oh well, what's done is done. Looks like he's gonna be. You know what I mean? And it's like
you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, they really feel like they get away with this stuff. Nowadays, you can't get away with it. You can't get away with none of this stuff nowadays because everything is being recorded.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank God. I feel like that's another reason why a lot of them are resigning, because when one pops up, then the cameras come out. You pop up in my neighborhood knocking on my door, or you harassing me, you don't think cameras are coming out? Whether it's my camera or the bystanders, somebody's gonna pull a camera out. So
exactly,
what's done in the dark is definitely to shine through the light now.
I'm just trying to still figure out, like, where do they go from here? Because if you're not going to accept when policies change because you don't like them, why are you in that position? Like, why did you accept this position? Laws change all the time. They change every single day in certain places.
And most jobs have a suggestion box or bar, or they have meetings and they ask for your opinion. If you don't like some type of policy, stand up and say, well, listen, I don't really like this policy. I feel like maybe we can, you know what I'm saying, something. But if you resigning because you don't like a policy, like at my job,
it ain't even a policy yet. The problem is it's not even a policy yet. The protesters are presenting you to change the policies, change the laws. It hasn't even happened yet, and you have already resigned for something that hasn't even changed yet.
You know how back in the day, the older people would say, "A wounded dog always hollers." So that means you're
But the
telling
guilt,
on yourself.
it's not even a wounded dog. That is the guilty hollering.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're telling on yourself before anything even happens. So you letting it be known that your conscience is guilty and that you've been out here doing some
messed up stuff. Some messed up
that
stuff.
You had, you know what I'm saying, that you had no business doing. And now you resigning because either A, you're gonna get caught, or two, it's gonna eventually catch up to you. This is what it is. Like,
oh, by the way, if y'all didn't know, y'all can comment along with us, via Facebook. Make sure you share the show, please. As well as now we have a phone number. You can give us a call too at 443-642-9403. And we're happy to talk to you about this and anything else you got going on. Or you want our opinion on, because we got opinions. I know I have an opinion. I always do. I never shut up. I shut up when the lights are out. I just want to. I really would like to know what their point is, because after looking at that New York commissioner doing all that yelling and screaming, which New Yorkers do, it was just like I didn't want to listen to him because of all the yelling and screaming, because it didn't sound like passion. It sounded like arrogance.
No.
So I didn't take that as passion. You're not passionate because of the work you do as a police officer. I heard arrogance. I'm arrogant. I'm arrogant. I'm arrogant. I just want to bust your head open. I'm arrogant. That's what I heard.
You was hearing a lot today, wasn't you?
And this happened. This was Friday. This press conference that they did in New York was Friday. Sea of white faces and arrogance. I mean, where's the solidarity? If you're doing this in solidarity and you want your police support, where were all the black people in that conference with the police union? He was the chief of the police union. Mm-hmm. Then you should have had some black officers up there showing you solidarity, right?
Yeah.
They should have been, if they felt like they agreed with you, you should have had less white people and more black folk or people of color behind you.
Absolutely.
And we would have maybe heard you because they're in this with you. But as I saw, it was one black officer. And he was real short, standing behind a tall white man. All you saw was the locks.
They probably paid him to come there.
He didn't want to be there. That's why he was hiding, like peeking behind his shoulder, like, huh? What you say? No, I'm not here.
They paid him to come on. Hey, brother, you get extra $200 for your check if you come in and stand right here.
God, I didn't know where I was at. I was like, look at all this. It's just nothing but a sea of white people that are upset. Like you. It was the reverse of Black Lives Matter up there. Like you're not listening.
They're not listening. They're not listening. They're not listening, and they don't understand our anger and rage,
our frustration
right now. They don't get it. I mean, it's beyond frustration now. It's rage. They're looting and burning stuff down. There's a rage. It's just like, look, enough is enough.
Right.
Yep.
I'm saying that all week. Enough is enough. I'm tired. I am tired of seeing dead black people. I am tired. Tired. Tired that did not die of natural causes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of it as a black woman in America.
I completely agree.
Yes.
But again, I believe that this is a plain and clear-cut way. It's not going to be all of them, but it's if you leave, if you resign, we see you and we know why you resigning. Mm-hmm. Because you can't continue as business as usual. Mm-hmm. And we're watching you. We got you. Now we know who you are. We're going to watch where you go. We're going to see you when you go to the next police station to try to continue with your bullshit. We got you. Thanks for resigning and pointing yourself out, you white racist national. Oh, look.
Uh-oh. It's about to get ugly.
I was trying to tamp that down, but it almost spewed out.
That's the king and you come in.
Lindsay, that was another Karen moment.
That was a Karen moment, and you're right.
Give me this Doug back, white race.
That's what I was just. I sat and I listened to the whole entire police chief, New York Police Union person, as he was just talking. Like, again, it was that all I heard was that superiority complex that was just spewing out of his mouth. Like, you was just saying, like, we are the police. Wait a minute, you forgot. You are the police because, again, if we all stop paying taxes right now,
you won't be getting paid.
You won't be getting paid.
Absolutely.
And you keep failing to realize that if everybody stood up and just stopped paying taxes, this whole country would come to a halt.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you think they don't understand that you work for us. If there were no citizens, what would there be a need for a police force?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I want to change that. I want to take off force because that's the problem. Because we keep militarizing our police force. Our police. Uh-huh. We militarize our police.
Yes.
And there's a difference between the military and the police.
Yep.
I remember just a year ago, we were in, during the sniper situations and in Vegas and all that kind of stuff that was happening in school shootings and how we cheered at the show of force when we seen all those people dressed in their military garb, but they aren't military, they're police. The bulletproof vest, the helmets, all of that kind of stuff, because we were talking about a school shooting. Oh no, get that motherfucker that's in there killing our kids. You know what I'm saying? That was the double standard.
Right.
We push them to accept all of this funding to militarize themselves instead of having maybe a subsection. I don't know. This is just ideas I'm throwing around. Have had a subsection of the police that was specifically for those duties. And it maybe not be the police. Maybe that's supposed to be the National Guard's duty to step in for those kind of situations when it comes to school shootings and hostage negotiation, stuff like that. Because they don't do nothing else. The National Guard don't have no jobs any time. So let me tell you about that. We'll talk about that another time. It's like, what did the National Guard do any other day of the week?
Right.
Hello?
That's what I always wanted to know. I was trying to figure out,
it was every other Saturday or something like that.
They work every other Saturday, you said?
I think so.
It's not funny. I mean, they do have a job, and their job is to secure. Their job is to secure the national borders. But I'm just saying, that's not an everyday thing. A lot of times, that's like put your feet up on the desk and just sit back.
Yeah, I used to go to the little National Army and donate clothes and bikes and stuff.
Yeah, and I come from a military family, so I should.
I mean, if anybody's in the National Guard is listening, I would love to hear what y'all do every day. I really, really would. I mean, I'm not even joking. I want to know. I want to know what their job is specifically every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I mean, because is it like the reserves? They don't work every single day in the military. They got regular jobs, and then they get called upon. But I would know. I would like to know.
I definitely want to know. Because I don't know.
But I think we need to take the militarization out of the police force. Because now they think they're soldiers.
That's true.
They think they're soldiers, and they want to be treated like just look at the funerals.
Did you see the post I sent to both of y'all where the man was asleep in the drive-thru and they pulled him out of the car. They made him park in the parking spot, pulled him out of the car. They harassed him for 20 minutes. Then they shot and killed him. Black man, white officers. I sent it to you. I sent it to you, Lindsay, in your Instagram.
Girl, I keep telling you, me and Instagram don't have a relationship like that. That's it
to Monty. Monty, you didn't watch it either?
What was it? I'm sorry.
Was he the rapper? You talking about the rapper?
No, it was a regular guy. He was sitting in the parking lot in the drive-thru of Wendy's.
And what happened?
He was asleep.
Oh, you talking about Rashad Brooks?
Yeah, he was asleep, and then they made him pull over.
Right.
The ones in Atlanta. Yeah.
You're talking about Rashad Brooks, yeah.
Talking about, yeah.
It's still happening.
Tyler Perry's paying for his funeral.
And his kids go to college.
Yeah, your brother right there.
That's crazy though. It's still happening. So you're right. They do.
No, it actually has been happening like every single day.
Yeah.
Still.
And it's like they have not learned this George Floyd funeral or this.
I was just and I didn't even pull this story because I didn't get a chance to get the videos and all this other kind of stuff. This guy was on live. I don't even think I have it up anymore, but I shared it on my page. If you go on my personal page, where the police was at his door. Somebody apparently, I think they had the wrong address, but that hasn't all been sussed out yet. But I believe they had the wrong address. But they came by for a welfare check. And so it was him and his son in the house, in their apartment. And the police is at the door, knocking on the door. Knock. So he opens the door and says, there's nothing going on here. They was like, well, we want to come in and do a welfare check. Well, welfare check on who? My son's standing right there. There's no one here. What do you need a welfare check for? I'm sorry. Can I help you? And he was like, no, well, if you go back to your police station and get a warrant with a judge's signature on it, then we can talk. Then you can come in my house. Otherwise, no, thank you. I don't need your help.
Right.
So he was like, well, where's your wife? I'm not married. I don't have a wife. What are you talking about?
What?
So this whole thing ended. It was 11 and like almost 12 minutes worth of video of this man arguing back and forth about telling this police officer that you're not coming in. My problem with the thing is I need a supervisor, I need your chief, I need your mayor, I need your governor. They all need to be at this door so I can let you know that you are not trespassing in my house. So the police officer, as they normally do, I don't understand where they get this tactic from, where they put their foot inside your house to hold the door open. That is so infuriating. I just wish I had a butcher knife just to chop that toe off. You want to put that foot in here again?
I told Nye I had the same experience. They came to my house 2:00 in the morning looking for a little boy with a warrant. Thought he was laid up in the house with my daughter when she was 16. My people answered the door and said, you're not coming in here. Well, we're looking for such and such. She said, you're not coming in here. Do you have a warrant? Well, we don't have a warrant. She said, well, then go get one. But you're not coming in here. It's 2:00 in the morning. The person you're looking for is not here. We don't have people in the bed sleeping with 16-year-olds in this house. Now leave. And they just, both of them, took their little stance. She said, go get a warrant and come back. And they left peacefully. I couldn't believe it. It was so early. She said, she told them, I know my rights.
Oh, they get out. They was knocking on my door at 12:00. Last weekend, knocking on my door at 12:00 in the afternoon. On the Saturday at 12:00 in the morning.
Knocking on my door. You off guard.
To talk about what?
They get in this motherfucker. Sorry.
We missed half of that. Can you talk to us again?
You froze.
I said the police was knocking at my door on Saturday night. It's 12:00 in the morning. They're knocking on my door. So my kids come up and was like, Mommy, the police is knocking on the door. And I'm like, well, what are they knocking for? And it was like, Mommy, I don't know. I think the police. So I'm like, but they're not coming in my house. So I never opened the door for them.
I want to know what they wanted.
I was not about to be the next victim.
So
I did not open the door.
So you act like he wasn't home?
Sure did. I told my kids, turn the TV down a little bit and come on upstairs.
And that's that's what I do with everybody. You knock on this door and you ain't called first. Oh, okay. You just out there.
They was like, Mommy, I said, go mute the TV and come on upstairs.
I never answer my door. Ain't nobody. Who is it?
I looked out the window like, oh, it's the police. Oh, well.
What day of the week is that where people still say, who is it at their door? No, you should have called first because I'm not opening it. That's the new doorbell. My doorbell is call my phone.
Yep.
Because I'll let you know. I don't want you to waste a trip. I don't want you to waste a trip too. Because you be wasting a trip coming over here and I don't want to talk to you.
Yep.
I'm scared.
They went next door.
There's plenty of disappointed people right now on this planet that have tried that action of knocking on this door. And I was sitting right in the living room.
Me too. I was
in the living room with you, and he did not answer the door.
I don't answer doors. I do not answer doors. I don't. I need you to call first, and then we can talk.
Just like that. It could be broad daylight, 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm sitting there, twiddling my thumbs, watching TV because you didn't call me.
Because I'm home in peace. If I want to be bothered, I won't answer the phone. You won't waste a trip if I answer the phone. If you called first and I said, okay, come on over. Okay, now answer the door. You ain't got to knock. I'm going to have the door open. I'll be looking for you to arrive, and then you come on in. Like what happened this week? This week, the people just trying to do the solar panels things knocked on the door. And it just so happened that I was leaving out the door when they came and knocked on the door, because otherwise they wouldn't have talked to me at all. Because I don't play that. I don't need no solar panels. My bill like less than $50. Thanks.
I hate those. I hate those.
But I got them anyway.
I hate those. What's them people? The people that yeah. Can we get your energy bill so we can switch it up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The electric suppliers.
I tell them, I'm just a babysitter.
Oh, I don't live here. That's what I use.
I don't live here. I'm just a babysitter.
Oh, this ain't my house.
Oh, okay. So then they'll leave off.
I throw one of these in there. I gotta let my wife handles all the bills.
Imagine that.
Yes. Sure.
Oh. All right. Let's talk about some of this this violence from over the weekend here in Baltimore.
Like it never stops.
Well, like it never stops. So
get a day off from it.
Right. There's no day offs.
No day off.
No. So over the weekend, violence apparently erupted over in Fells Point.
Heard about that.
5 people got shot on Broadway.
5 people?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
So it says several of the business owners have been concerned about large crowds gathering on Broadway in the Broadway Square on weeknights. So on weekend nights, since the pandemic began. Like, why are y'all still going out there? Even though the pandemic was still in effect, they were still meeting up on the weekends. That's like...
Because people don't take it serious.
They're not taking it serious. I actually seen several videos like that from back in like end of March and beginning of April.
Party.
Where it was like big crowds out there.
Do you know in some states they're still going to the club? Like,
well, Miami is still open, and now they got all these high cases of coronavirus, and now some of the bars are shutting down.
Atlanta's still open. Texas is still open.
Yeah.
People are still clubbing, hooking.
Yep. Oh, what happened?
All that.
Yeah.
Oh, I changed the wrong thing. There's some shoot. Look at that. I'm making mistakes. I like it.
I got time for that.
So let me continue with the second one. So it says police haven't made any arrests in the situations that have happened down there. And the second incident happened down on the west side, off of on Winchester Street in West Baltimore, around 3 a.m. Another party, another large gathering in a parking lot over there, where as the police arrived to break up this party because they got multiple complaints, as they were leaving, a Range Rover barreled into the lot where these people were. No one was injured in that incident, but minutes later, the driver, 30-year-old Christopher Earl, apparently they know where he lives in Windsor Mill, shot an officer during a struggle. Wow. The officer and his partner were able to arrest Earl, who faces dozens of criminal charges, including attempted murder of a police officer. Even though our officer was shot, this is the police commissioner talking, Michael Harrison. Even though our officer was shot, with the help of one of the officers, the two of them were still able to subdue this subject and take him into custody without injuring him. Mm. See, that's what I mean about when I say it. In this time, you know where you are and what's happening right now in the world, and the fact that people are watching. We're watching you. Like, yeah, he shot you, but that would have been you would have been justified, right?
Kill him
in using deadly force, but you didn't. So why does it take, when you don't have justification for using deadly force, that you kill them?
Use deadly force, right?
Right. Mm. So what is the difference? What do you believe is the difference in these two situations?
The person's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
The person.
So you think we found some good cops, or what?
Yeah, some people that just want to do their job and make it home. And is the officer? He's okay, right?
Yes, he's in stable condition.
Okay,
Yeah, he's in
that's
stable
good.
condition.
That's good.
He had surgery.
That's great. That's wonderful. Yeah, I just think he wanted to do his job and just go home.
I
Finally.
mean, you still have honest police officers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you still have honest police officers that, like Lindsay said, just want to do their job and go home. Just really want to help out and make everything better. But then you got those crooked ones in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, you've been taking phone calls today, so if you want to comment along with us, it's 443-642-9403 right there at the bottom of your screen. You can call, text, comment. Come on, let's talk. All right, so that was those two incidents. Oh, I got hair on my lip. But you know that one about the these large parties. This is how you can see the system of coronavirus fail. The contact tracing thing, because you're supposed to be able to contact trace each one of these.
So how many cases is it now?
Well, that's
Since everything has been opened back up.
So, well, speaking of the coronavirus, let's go ahead and talk about that too. The city, okay, so we're still in phase one. Baltimore City is still in phase one. Contrary to public opinion, it's still in phase one, and people don't realize that, and have been like just out and about like it's not here. So just on Friday, still in phase one, the city is now allowing non-essential retailers to open up to 50% capacity. So you can open up to 50% capacity, and that was as of Friday at 5 p.m. So still phase one, okay? Still in the first phase, but retailers can open. And I've seen a lot of them opening, and seen a lot of them open before as well.
I was just in Shoe City today.
You was in Shoe City? Did you hand sanitize afterwards?
It was on. I didn't touch anything, but it was only just me in there.
Okay, you had on a face mask?
Of course.
Great.
And I had gloves on.
I want to see who's going to break the rules though on Friday, because it says gyms, casinos, arcades, and malls can open at 50% capacity.
Oh my God!
On Friday for the state. That's for the state, not the city. For the state. I want to know who's going to break the rules, because the casino's probably spitting out teeth ready to open.
It's going to be
Corona Fest.
Yeah,
it's about to be a Corona Fest. Okay.
I haven't even heard anything from Planet Fitness. All I know is they better not take no more money out of my account. I officially canceled.
I have a gym in my complex that is state-of-the-art gym. And if they open up, I'm not going to go for the next few weeks.
And where are their arcades?
I don't know.
White
Marsh Mall has the arcade.
And Dave and Buster's.
What's
that's what you would consider arcade? Okay,
Yeah, Dave and Buster's got a lot of video games.
Yeah, that's an arcade. What's that? East Point Mall has an arcade downstairs.
Yeah.
And where the laser tag and stuff is.
There's an upstairs to East Point Mall?
Huh?
There's an upstairs to East Point Mall?
Yeah.
Oh, I did never realize that was
That's
2 levels.
That's the main floor is the upstairs, and you got the downstairs is where the laser tag and all that is.
Is that the back part?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the downstairs side.
Down there where the food court and stuff is.
Yeah, North Point Boulevard side. The North Point Boulevard side. I have look. I've only been at East Point Mall probably a handful of times.
Baby.
I've only been at East Point Mall a handful of times, and probably less than that. The 2 times I've been inside that mall, I was going to go to the haunted house, so it wasn't even in the mall. I was in one store and out the outside and back in the truck and gone. I've never actually shopped. They've never got any dollars from me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a mall person. Ugh, I get bored and tired.
Came up here, she was like, "Let's go to the mall. Let's go shopping." I'm like,
I don't even like to shop, and I'm a female, and I hate shopping.
Corona Fest.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna be drinking Coronas, catching Corona.
Yeah, see, my baby.
That was recent.
They got a drink called Corona now.
That was recent.
What?
Going to the mall.
Yes, they're open in North Carolina.
Ew. I mean, oh. No, I meant
No,
ew. I meant
you said
ew.
what you said the first time.
Uh-huh.
I really did
what
mean
you
ew.
said the first time.
I heard it. Yes, they're open in North Carolina.
I meant
And
ew.
so
Mhm.
she came up here and she was like, I can't wait to go to your malls. And I'm like, I didn't want to go. Go on the fest.
I was speaking of, yeah, we already mentioned this, but Tyler Perry opens his wallet to offer to pay for Richard Brooks' funeral and to send his children to college.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
Tyler Perry can open up his you can hit my line, Tyler. I don't mind acting in the movie.
I know it's, we're in a tragic situation right now, and they do, and a lot of celebrities do a lot of stuff for people. I just wish that it was more. What do I wish? I wish it was more done on a scale that people can see
Often.
Mm-hmm.
Like we see that you did this for them, but had these people not died, you wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have did anything.
Yeah.
But you know what? Prince did a lot of stuff, and he did it in private.
I know that, and I don't know if I want I don't want them to have that, because I know they're trying to take the stigma off of being somebody famous doing something for underprivileged.
Yeah.
But sometimes it needs to be shown, and then more often than one time every. For the tax perks.
I feel like that's how the Kardashians do when they're filming. Then they want to help, a family or two and stuff like that.
But I like that too, because I understand why they do it that way. Because if you do it that way, the company I work for, meaning Viacom or wherever, E Network, chips in, and it's not all my money. But it's some of my money, but it's also, I can maybe give you all of what I said I was going to give you, but E will give you additional.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you put it on TV because that's where the advertisers are paying the money from.
My issue is just like how you said, do more. That's what I'm saying. Because that was when she did that. That was like a couple years ago. So it's like, where's all these celebrities popping up now, and can we do more?
Right. I wish I could see that. I wish I could see that happening more. I wish I could see it happening more, because I wish I could see more people, not just people that are underprivileged, but more people walking across the stage with their degrees. More people. Like, I don't understand. You got hundreds of millions and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars.
Right.
Like, put that money where your mouth is. Like, you got enough money that you're going to be rich forever. Like, when you got enough money that you can be rich forever, you can set aside maybe $20, $25, $30 million and send everybody to college. Like, pool funds. I think the celebrities should just start pooling funds. Let's pool some funds into a big.
Well, a lot of them do have foundations.
Right, but that's foundations in their name. I'm saying pool funds and call it the Universal College Fund. Absolutely. Anytime somebody wants to go to college, they come to this fund and request it and apply for it and get it. That way we can wipe out student debt.
Well, that's what Nelly does. He has he does,
and that would be going to a nonprofit. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, go ahead.
It's okay. Yeah, Nelly, that's what he's been doing for the past 2 years. He puts one kid through college a year. Who writes him a letter. Because he's worth millions, it's not for him to do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, put it into a nonprofit scholarship fund, and that's the purpose for it. Like, you can pledge to put this kind of money into that, and then the focus would be only strictly to send kids to college that cannot afford to do it, or that just any kid. I don't even care if they can afford to do it. I mean, if you can afford to do it, you don't need this fund. But if you can't. I don't want it to be based off of low income and all that kind of stuff, because it's not just low income people that can't afford to go to college.
That's true. That's true. Right.
Mid income people can't afford to send their kids to college either.
Somebody said, Sherry Cowan said, "How do we know they aren't?" Oh, she's on YouTube. She said, "How do we know they aren't? How do we know they aren't?
How do we know who aren't?"
I don't know. I guess
is that now? Let me see. 808. How do we know they aren't?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say about Prince, because he did a lot.
Well, I guess we know they aren't because we don't see it.
Yeah.
I guess that's how we know they aren't.
Like
because
Paul Walker,
I know several people
Elijah.
that are over here that's on this street right now that need to go to college, and I wish they go now, like immediately. So that's how I know they aren't, because they don't know about it. If they knew about it, they would go.
So can they come to you to go to college? You gonna pay more?
Who's she talking to?
That was a ponytail.
I thought you seen somebody out here in space.
I
I thought you were talking about somebody out here in space. I was like, she said,
don't do that.
Somebody out there is floating around.
Listen. So what we need to do?
No, I would
petition?
contribute. I would contribute to the fund. Yes.
Okay. So how do we get this started? We do a petition.
I will work with you on this. I'm serious about this. I will work with you on this. I really would like to start a fund, and it's not just for the low income, because I think everybody should have the experience, whether they like it or not, to go in and not go to college and come out and go to work. Go to college in the dorm.
Learn something.
No, that's what I'm saying. But not focus on anything else, because I think that's some of the problem with people going to college and be in college for 20 years, because they have to go online and go do this and go do that, and then go to work and then go to their second job because they got to pay for their rent and all this other stuff. Right.
They have kids and a relationship.
Exactly. The kids with kids and all that kind of stuff, and they don't have the opportunity to get the proper education.
That's what happened with me. I took a year off.
Now, see, hey Sherry, I get what you're saying, donating to charities. I get that. I'm not even talking about that. I need a specific fund, one organization, doing it to specific charities. That's why we don't know what's happening, because it's all over the place. Money's all everywhere. One specific charity called, I don't know.
That you want all the celebrities to
college. You go to college. That's what the fund is going to be called. You go to college. You go to college. You go to college.
I can write a letter to the celebrities.
To get all the celebrities, for all the celebrities.
And then that's how the purpose of this fund is to end student debt. I don't believe you should come out of college owing people after earning an education.
Yes. I'm telling you, yes.
You should come out of college with an effort to make money, to be somebody, to do something for the world. And then they will give back to the fund after they done what they had to do to get where they need to be. You come out being a doctor.
They don't need my money back.
Who money? What money you got?
If they're a celebrity.
Right.
And y'all just paid for me to go to college.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the fund.
Once you come out,
the fund, the celebrity gets the tax benefit. The celebrity gets the tax benefit.
And you would donate back to the fund so that somebody else can do.
Right. The celebrity gets the tax benefits. They get the tax benefits, because this is a nonprofit, so you're getting the tax benefits, the write-off.
Got you. Okay.
You get your education. And you come out. So say, for instance, you wanted to go to medical school. Here we go. We got to push out all this money. Okay. Now you come out debt free. You go get your doctor's office. You go get you whatever, in your doctor's field, your surgical residency, become an attending. And then now you're a doctor. You're a full-fledged doctor. Now you can start contributing back to the fund too for your tax breaks, because now you've completed your mission.
Okay.
The point is to make us all prosper. We should be prospering. It's 20.
I like that.
It don't make sense. Everybody walks around with these cell phones. Again, I'm back on the cell phone tip. Like this is 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, this was unexpected.
$1,000.
Sherry said, I got it. So start it.
I don't understand. Who are you? I don't get that. My cell phone.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, but Sherry gets it. Sherry gets it. She says so. In other words, it's paying it forward. That's the whole process. It's constantly recycling this money back into your people, and not just Black people, to your people. To people, we gotta prosper. Everybody has to prosper. There are poor white people. I've seen them. They don't have teeth.
Well, at least, because I think I don't care what color the student is. I think every student should have the right. I think education should be free in America, period. It's free in other countries.
All right, but this is the stopgap measure, just in case we never get this free college thing that we hope for, that we dream for. Just in case we never get that dream of having free college. This would replace that. This would replace that.
We can start this. If you want to start, let's start it. I can get started writing some letters.
I would love to start it. I mean, you know.
Rihanna said, and I will quote her, she said, I'm trying to save the goddamn world.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to do. I've made my money. I'm trying to save the world now.
I'm definitely with that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, 2020 has been taking lives. It hasn't been prospering anything so far. So we got to get on it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm just thinking about, you know, I've been thinking a lot about this because I just seen that they got a commercial now for the food banks. Like, they're running out of food. They're running out of food. They have already started going into their rainy day fund, so they're running out of money.
Mm-hmm.
So then what's the next step for the poor?
Right. That's crazy.
After you don't have a food bank anymore, what is the next step for the poor? Like, what's next? And they don't make government cheese anymore, so what's next?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was not funny.
I want to know what's next.
Some people came up on it.
I know, I did. I was one of them. I want to know what's is next. I had that white jar of peanut butter. I seen it. Shout out to the Liberty Resource Center on Liberty Road. Thank you. That's a nasty peanut butter. I swear to God.
I just get Jeff. I can't eat nothing else.
Oh, that is some nasty peanut butter. Woo!
Anything else is thick and sticky.
Like, why is this cheese not melting? Somebody give me a flamethrower.
It's not real
cheese. They still got it. They still have non-melty cheese. They still have non-melty cheese. See,
sheesh.
They still have non-melty cheese. So you know they throwing cheese on kids' faces nowadays.
I hate that challenge. I hate it. So, I don't know if DC should just give it up. I hope they get it, but not in this divided Congress. This Congress is way too divided, and it's not going to happen for them. But they're trying. They're bringing back up the vote to make the District of Columbia the 51st state in the Union.
Second state.
What'd you say, Lindsay?
Yeah, that's right. No, you're right. I'm thinking something else.
What?
No, I was thinking we had 51 states. I was thinking of something else because I was thinking about Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I think that, and then you know, I'm glad you said that because when I was reading this, I said maybe they should be trying to vote to make the 51st and the 52nd state because Puerto Rico needs statehood.
Yes.
I mean, they have a governor, but none of their taxes actually come back here.
Did they ever get the stimulus check?
Let's not even talk about it. I do not want my Puerto Rican friends to be calling the show talking about, no, we did not get them. Don't even start it. Oh gosh.
Petty. You are so petty.
But the funny, you know, the fun part about it that, you know, how we are seeing, because, well, not anymore because they're outside again. How we were seeing like the water's cleaning, the clearing up and all that kind of stuff. They didn't have to go through all that because their water's already clear. I was like, so
play too much.
They were I was kind of, you know, you could kind of feel jealous of that kind of situation because they didn't have to go through the pandemic like we had to go through. They shut down for like a couple days because they had a couple cases, but then they were back up and running. I mean, that's the kind of thing though. I mean, that's the kind of the good part about living on the island.
Well,
Puerto Rico.
Most of the water, so
yeah.
The Dominican is still closed right now, so
they don't want nobody over there. They're like, "Don't you come over here with that?"
Yeah, I don't blame them, but they're suffering. They are suffering.
Yeah, because they rely on a lot of tourism.
They rely on tourism, and all of them are out of work right now. All my friends are out of work.
Wow, sorry to hear that.
I really want to go home. Can I just leave? Can I just go ahead and leave now?
No.
So
I want to go to Jamaica. I'm serious.
I want to know how this is going to do though, because it's up for vote next Friday, or that might be this Friday. No, next Friday. So it's up for vote for trying to do the statehood for which it'll pass in the House, but it's not going to pass in the Senate. That's
Monty, what do you think about them doing that? Because
no, I've always thought that DC needed to be its own state, because I don't want them. I'm sorry, wrong choice of words. They don't need to be a part of Maryland.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, but their rules are their laws.
They got a totally different accent. I mean, they need their own state.
Yeah, they're totally.
You said why? You haven't heard the accent? It's different.
Yeah, I'm from PG County. We're acclimated to DC.
Yeah.
They're really lax in DC. You know, you can smoke weed, you get your weed card. You know, you can anybody.
And I think if they get their own governorship, I might move there because the weed. It's like, no.
Puff pass.
But I really do believe they deserve it at this point. I mean, they got a congressperson that doesn't have any power. She can't do anything but run, but be on committees because her vote doesn't really count. Her vote doesn't count.
Okay.
The mayor is, as you can see, their mayor is right now fighting with the president back and forth about who's in control.
Is that why you said he needs to be fired? Shut up.
Oh no, I said he needs to be fired. Shut up over his policy, his executive order that he tried to issue today. Right here, trying to hear that bullshit. You trying to calm the fires with bullshit. How you gonna do that? That's just gonna make it stink.
That's fine. I said my president is Obama.
That's your president?
Obama.
That's confirmed. Okay, my president is Clinton then.
Again. Okay, and then again, if y'all watched that press conference earlier, again, diversity in this country is so sickening that is something I'm saying out of my mouth in 2020. Like, why is it an issue today? Why is being diverse an issue? You presenting this to the protesters that are saying Black Lives Matter, this presentation that you try, this bullshit that you try to push on people today, and yet you were surrounded by a sea of white folk and one black officer, mind you, one black officer and a sea of white folk
that was hiding.
He was hiding. He had his face turned to the back like he was looking at them, but he was supposed to be looking at us. He was like, you won't know me. Ain't no facial recognition gonna get this address. He was up there, and he wore all brown so he can blend in. Like, I'm not actually even here. It was maddening watching that press conference. Yeah, that's where my comments came from. You're fired. Shut up. No one wants to hear from you. Like, I don't understand why he's even still talking. No one wants to hear it.
Yeah.
I only watch it because this is what I do for a living. But if I didn't have to do this, you think I'd be sitting here watching this crap? Oh, fighting.
That comes with being a journalist.
Well, they fighting like crazy in Albuquerque.
Well, at least they're not, putting those cars or nothing on, fire or nothing.
What they were fighting over the statue. So statue protest leads to a shooting and arrest.
Oh, a statue? I don't know.
Yeah, but if I didn't have to be here, trying to report this news to you people, I wouldn't.
Oh.
I'd probably be sitting on the couch with a whole bowl of potato chips big as a house. Thank you for this job because I'm not big as a house. Goodness gracious.
We have things to help with that. It's fine. We have waist belts and waist trainers.
That's why I'm glad I'm doing this because I'm not eating. Otherwise, what else do I have to do during the pandemic but eat?
Oh. Yeah, you know what? At least it was healthy.
At least it was healthy. I agree. So, moving on. Let's talk about DC some more.
Go ahead.
I don't even go to this place. I live like where we live, 20, 30 minutes away, and I don't even go to this place often enough to be sitting over here talking about them like
that
this.
Baltimore in you. That's all that is.
Just keep having to talk about this. I think it's this one.
It's okay. It's going to be over soon.
So they just released through the ACLU Maryland this what's it called? So it says as residents vigorously debate the future law enforcement in DC, the ACLU has released a report indicating that despite comprising 46% of the population, African Americans, 72% of those stopped by the police are African American. So the report examined DC police stop and frisk data collected between July 22nd of 2019 and December 31st of 2019, yielding data on over 62,000 stops and approximately one stop every 4 minutes during a 5-month period.
1.4 minutes?
I'm sorry?
Wow. What'd you say? 1.4 minutes?
No, I said it yielded the data was over 62,000 stops, or approximately one stop every 4 minutes during a 5-month period.
One stop every 4 minutes. Wow.
Monty, read that data again one more time.
One more time?
Yeah, just one more time.
Just once, right?
The
report examined by DC police stop and frisk data collected between July 22nd, 2019 and December 31st, 2019. That's the end of this past year, okay? Yielding data on over 62,000 stops. I'll do it at the commas, okay? Or approximately one stop every 4 minutes during a 5-month period. So that basically the 62,000 stops equates to one stop every 4 minutes for 5 months.
Yo. And majority of them are Black.
That's not surprising.
So, so I need them to do the stats on how many of them were killed.
So here's some other breakdown. So like I said, the population in DC is 46.5% Black, 37.1% white. So outnumbered. So you make that a state. Blacks outnumber them in the whole state if DC becomes a state. I think I might move.
No, we need to hear.
No, I take that back though, because I like the blending.
Yes, the diversity.
Sherry, yes, we can do that. We're going to talk about Biden as a VP pick. Who would y'all like so think about that. Who would y'all like as Biden's VP pick?
Kamala Harris.
Okay, Obama. So it says searches that led to no warning or ticket or arrest. So it's people that got stopped and searched that led to no warnings, tickets, or arrests. 91.1% of them were Black.
Wow. I figured that.
I've actually never seen a white person get stopped and frisked.
Unless they were drunk. I've never seen it unless they were drunk, but that's on TV.
I watched Live PD, and yeah, that's true. It takes a lot for them to touch.
It says
they were drunk and slurring.
Actually, I want to fix that. I said searches. I said searches that led to no warnings, tickets, or arrests. 91% were Black. 2.4% were white. Look how low that number is. 2.4%.
And only because they probably was drunk.
Right, and it's not. I'm not buying this narrative.
But even where they searched, what were they being searched for? Like, why would you stop and search?
Only because they wasn't even searched. They was drunk.
Yeah, I'm not buying this narrative that we're more threatening and involved in criminal activities and white people. I'm not.
Because we're not.
Into that. I'm not.
We're not.
I'm not buying into that. We live normal lives. All of us are not
absolutely. I feel like majority of us are more compliant than the whites, maybe.
Because we're scared.
Yeah. I haven't met the Unabomber, the black Unabomber yet.
What?
I know somebody.
You don't know a black Unabomber.
Monty, I don't know if you heard
don't see black people
know
really doing stuff like that.
You know the DC Sniper. That's about it.
I think that was about the only black person that kind of went
that's as black as we go.
You said what? I know somebody in the industry last year. I saw my Murder Inc. Real cool cat. He was arrested in Harford County, and they claim he hung himself while he was in jail. Broke my heart. He was a real. Just like they claim that these 3-4 black people hung themselves. Maybe hanging each other now. No, they're lynching again. That's what they're doing. They're doing that lynching again. That's why I believe there was this radio show the other day talking about legal gun ownership and teaching us blacks about our rights, because we have the right to bear arms, so we can get guns and protect ourselves. But that's going to start a whole new. Because my neighbors, they're carrying. I see them with the weapons. They're carrying out here in Columbia. They are carrying weapons on their hips. Yeah,
it creeps me out. That the whole scenario about we talked about that 2 weeks ago. As y'all, I didn't even talk about that though. That was the reason why we took this 2-week break, this a 1-week hiatus, because that last show was a lot. I needed a break. I needed a break from that damn last show. I said I couldn't top that. I couldn't top that show. I couldn't top it. So I needed a break to
Did we talk about guns?
No, that show, that racist show.
I'm not going there.
I needed a break. I said, you know what? I'm not doing my show next week because I need a freaking break.
I wasn't ready. I have evolved. I'm not going there. I was not. Listen, I was not ready for that.
I think I said I gave y'all enough entertainment to last y'all for 2 weeks. Just go back and watch that show. I cannot for 2. I need a week off because last week had me. It just took me everywhere, and I was just like, I can't do it. I can't. Count me out for this week. I'm like, y'all was like, y'all doing the show? No. My neck still hurt.
Monty muted us like we was muted right now.
My neck still hurt. I never had to wind my neck on my show. God damn. Let's continue.
I wasn't ready. I was like Kevin Hart. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Okay.
Okay, look. All right, let's continue. So the report says stops that led to no warnings or tickets or arrests. So that's a little bit down from the searches, but stops that led to no warning, tickets, or arrests was 86.1% black, 5.5% white. And the last one is stops overall, 72% black. That's what we talked about, and 14.1% white.
You know what? That's why I don't put tents on my car. That's why I don't have tents on my car.
But see, I don't. Well, I do have tents on my car. I got tents on my back windows, but that's standard.
I got tents on my car, and
then I got mild tent.
I don't keep them on my car.
I got mild tent on my front windows, which was still standard.
Mine's dark all the way around.
When I had my BMW,
so you asking to be a target? You a target?
And I was profiled constantly.
Right, you set yourself up to be that target. Like who you hiding from?
I was younger.
I got a soccer mom car, so. You stop me. You ain't gonna tell me what you gonna get.
Oh, look at this! Look at the numbers, though. Even though you see the percentages, the number is astronomical. So stops that led to no ticket warnings or arrests: 9,514 black. Hispanics, 632. Look at that number, that disparity. Look at this disparity between them. Whites, 604.
How many?
604. From 9,514 black people being stopped.
I don't even like them numbers. I don't even want to talk about no more. I'm upset.
But that's my point. You don't see a problem. And now, mind you, these are stops that led to no ticket, no warnings, and no arrest. 9,514 people's time wasted is what that accounts to. 9,514 people's time wasted.
Yep.
Is what that was.
How many was killed?
And then if you could equate that to money, how much money was wasted from you loser officers making this attempt at trying to find something?
Right. But you know what? I want to know around what time? Because around certain times, like election time.
I always get pulled over. It seems like I always get pulled over after midnight.
Yeah. Okay. In Baltimore, that makes sense.
I always get pulled over after midnight.
Is it around a specific time, like a holiday or election time?
Nope. And I always get the feeling. I always have a feeling when I know I'm going to get pulled over, and it always happens.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I was on my way to. Matter of fact, the last time I got pulled over, I was on my way to Royal Farms. And and before I left out, no, not the chicken.
My cousin went to Royal Farms.
I was actually going to go fill my tank up for work that week. It was a Sunday. It was actually a Sunday night. I was going to go fill my tank up for work that week. And right before I left out the house, I said, I'm going to get pulled over. And damn it, if I did, I left off my block.
Into existence.
I left off my block, rode down Austin Street, and
I wouldn't have left.
And immediately got pulled over, right over by the stadiums.
I wouldn't have left. I got pulled over one time. I knew I was getting ready to get pulled over. They were on the other side of the road. I said, they getting ready to pull me
But he almost got cussed out because I said, "Don't bang on my goddamn window, you fool!"
Oh,
I'm the boss. 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 I pay you. You don't pay me. I'm the boss. Don't bang on my window, you fool.
You don't make me have to have dance after you if they kill your ass. You hear me?
No, because I don't play that. I don't play that crap. You're not the boss of me. I'm not going to curtail my attitude to suit your purpose.
Read that comment that Lindsay aunt just.
Huh?
Read the comment.
Read the comment, Monny.
What comment?
That Sherry said.
Oh, okay, wait, all right, wait, where is it? Okay, it just popped up. So help me understand why you all have been pulled over so much. I am 54 years old and have been pulled over 2 times. I've only been pulled over a handful of times myself, but most of mine have been recent.
Pause. Wait a minute. Hold on. I remember when she got pulled over back in 1989. I was there. And I think she had on a dress, one of them dresses and them pumps, and got her that ticket by the MC on the army. I remember that specifically. I was in the back of the car.
I don't get pulled over often, but I've been pulled over a handful of times. But most recently, it's been happening like once a year. And I think, but I talk.
Been pulled over.
I talk about people a lot, so mine might be targeted.
Been pulled over, and I have not been pulled over in almost 10 years. Yeah, because I was in Middle River.
That's what I said, but I got pulled over a handful of times, and most recently it's been happening more often. But I always knew that I was being targeted by, because of my mouth.
I just got a comment from my cousin. She said a black man out past 11 is a problem to me.
What is it? Say that one more time.
A black man out past 11 is a problem to the police.
And I say it because you're in my community.
Yeah.
Right. Yes,
so
right.
That's when you can call them fools. No, knock on my window, fool.
Right. No, because it wasn't that he knocked on my window with his hand. I wouldn't have said anything to that because that sounds different. When you take the butt, and look, I got a police flashlight. When you take the butt of this metal flashlight and bang this on my glass, oh yeah, you're a fool. because you've lost your mind.
Mike, don't let me see you on live PD. I keep telling you.
Because no, I bought this flashlight purposely, so when you come,
you gonna turn it on?
you want to come? Oh shoot, I think I broke it. When you want to come and show off, oh, I did break it.
Oh, wah, wah.
Damn.
So then you can do like this.
I set that up perfectly.
Excuse me, officer.
You broke your flashlight, Monny.
I did. Damn.
Monny. So you can do like this. Excuse me, officer. You're in my way.
Did I get it? Oh, damn. I had that set up perfectly too.
There you go, Monny. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Right. I'd have been like, can I help you? Can I help you? Is there something I can do for you? Oh, damn. I want to fix it now.
You gotta buy another one.
Shoot.
Monty got so mad he broke the damn I'm ready to break my glass over.
Oh, man.
You gotta buy another one.
I know. I'm going to fix this, though. Watch later on.
Yes, you won't be able to go out after night. So you get a new flashlight.
No, I bought this flashlight purposely. So you come flashing in my eyes. Because the last time I got pulled over, he flashed that light in my eyes. And I was like, damn, how you going to ask me who I am and I can't see?
You can't think.
Like, how am I supposed to tell you what's going on
Like,
when I can't see no more?
That's when you, officer. Ooh.
Oh, man, it's broken.
That's okay. You can buy another. It'll be fixed after the show.
But it's real heavy.
Yeah, I used to have one of those.
I didn't mean to do it that way.
No,
I'm bird watching. I'm bird watching.
I'm just waiting for the ending. Waiting for the ending.
We got a couple Karens. We just hope one ain't on here.
All right. So did y'all get a chance? Did y'all think about it? Because I don't have any more. That's it.
Oh, well, I wanted to talk about the transgender.
Oh, go for it.
That we were talking about.
My cousin said you broke it being all aggressive.
I pull it out aggressive too.
Trying to tell people don't sleep on them. Not sleep on them. I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm missing a piece. That's why it's not working. Okay.
Yo.
There you go.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the transgender that was found in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Transgender that was found in the suitcase dismembered.
Mm.
That really disturbed me.
In a suitcase?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I had reported it on the Facebook page, Facebook group that I'm a part of. Now it's a part of the group too. Monty, I'll add you to the group too if you want.
Please don't add me to the group.
It's the name of the group is Black. And I said, we need to. I posted it on my wall. I said we need to have a serious sit down as the Black community, as far as uniting and not having things like this happen. It's so funny.
You didn't see what he just did?
No.
You ain't see me? Can I help you?
Are y'all listening to me?
I am. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're listening to stuff right now.
Yeah, you was talking about the Black community.
Yeah, the Black community. As far as this transgender person that was found dead, trauma to the head and face. Like I'm always about unity, Black unity, uniting us. And I posted about it in the group. And I had a guy say, we don't care. Now he's a straight now, so we don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what I love. Oh God, I love my people. But I don't know what the hell is wrong with my people. I don't know what is wrong with us. When we lose one of our own, I don't care what the sexual orientation is. It does not matter to me.
And see, here's what I'll say to that. And I think that's where and I'm going to bring Nate into this. That's part where Nate's point is, and I agree with that, is how we need to come together as a community, everybody, and stop trying to be and stop trying to focus on what is none of your business.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which is my sexual orientation. That's none of your damn business.
Right.
And the fact that I can do what I want to do is none of your damn business, because you don't have to do what I do. And some of that comes from the possibility that you want to do what I do.
Right.
And you can't admit it.
That,
so you rather bash it and try to fight it instead of accepting it in from the back like you want. Hello?
Right.
Amen. Can I get an amen in this church? Because I'm not here for you just upset because I'm having sex with somebody that consented to having sex with me. I'm not here for that.
It has nothing to do with us as a people coming together.
Exactly.
That's what bothers me about it. It has nothing to do with us.
And then I'm not here for that you can't comprehend the fact that I wanted to change myself to identify myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as transgenders go, you have no control over who I want to be or am going to be. And that's the clarity that most people don't understand. You have to take the functionality out of it because it's not you that this is happening to, because you can be who you want to be. Now it's my turn to be who I want to be. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be friends with me. You don't have to see me every day. You can go to fuck off.
Absolutely.
Right.
Somewhere else. But when it comes to me being out in public, you don't have to talk to me.
Right.
But I do have to live.
That's right.
For me, not for you, for me.
Right.
This has nothing to do with you.
Right.
This has nothing to do with you.
Absolutely.
And everything to do with me.
Absolutely.
Right.
So for you to pass judgment
and to say that we don't care, like, to me.
But to your point, but to stuff somebody into a suitcase because you don't like what I am.
Yeah, what you present.
But you don't have to raise it. It's not like nobody's forcing you to raise your children to be me. Because if they turn into me, that's your damn fault.
Yeah.
Because you were so against progress.
So my question is, where do they find her?
You know what infuriates me? Because transgender people don't sell transgeniality. They don't say, you know, they're not out here preaching like, you know, pastors and all that are preaching to join Christianity. They're not doing that.
Right.
They don't preach that. They
rather live in hiding constantly.
They rather be themselves. Their true authentic. If you think about it, they're trying to be their true authentic selves more than you actually are, because everybody else has something to hide.
Absolutely.
I think I'm the only authentic person in the world.
Now sent me an article about this. Did we talk about this 2 weeks ago? About the young lady Ayana Dior that was attacked by the talk about that? Okay.
We didn't talk about it because we didn't know more to the story. Now I know more to the story. So
well, apparently it was over Ayana coming from protest and borrowing her friend's car to back out and had hit three cars.
Yeah,
she had to move the car.
Yeah, but you don't get attacked by 30 people because of that.
No, you already know. I think we did talk about this because I told you how I feel. Because I said that would be the plot of the century. Because I would get every last one of them by themselves. Oh, just thinking about it right now makes my mouth.
I don't remember you saying that, Monny.
Oh, I think it would be the plot of the century. They'd be calling each other, God, I just got beat up today and I don't even know why.
If they even survive it. Much anger you got.
I'm just saying, you can't just bank me and that's going to be it. Yeah. Oh, no, you just started a fucking war. You just started something vicious that you're not going to be able to handle, because I'm not coming back at you in a group. I'm going to get every last one of you bitches by yourself. Because banking, that's just I think that's just totally out of order. It's so out of order. It's just so disgusting that you have to get your ass whipped individually for 3 consecutive days straight. Every time you come outside, another ass whooping. Another one. It just happened just like that. Oh, God, I got beat up again today. How it happened? Girl, I don't even know these people. They just came out of nowhere and they beat my ass again. Because you got to learn your lesson. You got to learn your lesson.
Right. So I asked a young lady today.
And I hate that I'm thinking that way, because I don't really wish that on anybody to get banked or be banked in retaliation.
Right. I know.
But it happens. If it happens to me, You just got banked 3 days in a row, bitch.
Yeah. I asked the woman of God today on Facebook who was preaching, and I asked her the same thing I just brought up to you. How can we unite the Black community and the LGBT community and be all one community and be subgenres of the community yet support each other? Because we're the only community that does that to each other.
It really doesn't make sense. It's stupid. It's stupid that you feel so much like, where does it come from though? Like, where did you learn to be disgusted looking at somebody in their truth?
Right.
Where did you learn that from, to be so disgusted that somebody has to represent themselves on such a high level that it disgusts you, and to the point that you had to put your hands on somebody?
Or kill
like, where
them.
did you learn that from?
Kill them. Yep. Or kill them. Yeah.
Kill them. That's just
the interesting part is that most of these people.
Woman, that's crazy to me.
The interesting part, if you look at the statistics, most of these people that have this disdain, it's an act, one, and that they have been in the prison system.
Mm-hmm.
So it's most of the times it's an inherent disgust from being raped in jail.
Oh. Wow.
By the big burly girly bitch in jail. That took your grown man cookies.
Maybe we need
and now you come out disgusted and angry with the world because now you don't want anybody to find out that happened to you. So now you're disgusted with the world and want to treat everybody else that likes it in a certain manner. It's a psychosis.
So maybe we need to ask, and the night walker in the park. Thanks. What's his name?
What's the night walker in the park?
I need to ask him. How did you survive this?
Oh, the one with the beard?
Yes. Ask him how he survived it.
The cross-dresser.
No, seriously, I'm serious. Our community really needs help.
It needs a healing. I don't but see, the question to the topic though is how and why.
That's
how and why.
How are we going to do this? How are we going
That's to do what I'm saying. But it's kind of hard. I understand where some people are coming when you got people like the cross-dresser in the park that do sick stuff like that. So then it makes people retaliate. But if Ayanna wasn't doing it, even though she did back into 3 cars.
But that's a car accident. Like, why are you so mad about when insurance is involved? I have never understood that. Like, I threaten people when I'm riding in my truck, and because that's road rage for me. I do threaten people. I don't talk to them personally. I'm behind my windshield saying, bitch, if you hit my shit. But that's a threat. I know I got car insurance, full coverage. I'm good.
Right.
Me too.
You hit me, I'm good. I'm going to call your insurance company to get my shit paid for. I hit you, you're going to get your shit paid for. But I say that so I can feel good about myself driving with this idiot. That makes me feel pleasant to continue my day.
Right.
Cuss words are my favorite. Like, they just flow off the tongue.
You got people like that do sick stuff like that, but then you got people that didn't make an honest mistake.
Right.
You tell me her, like, how do you justify killing her that made an honest mistake versus the sick pervert that did stuff like that? It doesn't. And I understand. Like, I agree, Lindsay. How can we get our communities? Because at the end of the day, we're Black.
But then again,
how can we get all of our communities to intertwine?
Do you see that vindictiveness in the crime though? You stuck me in a suitcase. What you were gonna do next? That's some old sadistic hillbilly in the middle of in a desert kind of shit. Like you was gonna bury me in this suitcase. Like what was next?
Suitcase. You folded me up, chopped me up, folded me up, and did everything
to put me in a suitcase. To put me in a suitcase. You hated me that
and then
much.
Drop me. Where they drop her in the water?
That's some deep-seated hate. That's some deep-seated hate.
You had to drive me to my location, take me a little ways out, and drop me. You was that angry?
What was the young lady here that wound up in the river up north?
It was the transgender. Or
no, she was a girl. And she was with them 2 guys at the hotel and ended up missing. It was a big thing here. I'm trying to remember her name.
Are you talking about Felicia Barnes?
Yes.
Yeah, I know her fault, but yeah.
But that's some sadistic shit there too. Like you actually took my body out of state.
He said the only way he could identify his daughter was through her tattoo that was left of her thigh.
Mm.
I couldn't imagine as a parent. As a parent, I couldn't imagine. And if my child was transgender, I couldn't imagine having to identify my child dismembered like that. I don't wish that. I've lost a child, so I
hate that. I want to say this, but
I don't wish that on anybody.
I don't wish it on anybody either. And I hate that I have to say this, but until that climate changes, if you become if you want to be a trans, not, I don't want to direct anybody in their life, in their life's path, but I wouldn't be able to become a transgender in my same community. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? If I wanted to go live in my truth, I would have to change my whole world.
Whole identity, everything.
Not my identity. I can still be who I am, but but that also comes with changing your gender, changing your name and stuff. But I wouldn't, like, if I wanted to become a woman, I wouldn't be here in Baltimore doing it. I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't think I don't, me personally, I couldn't do it.
Right.
Because I don't want that to be my stigma. Because he used to be, he used to be.
He's the radio host.
I want to, I would go somewhere else. You don't know me, in a community that I don't know you, and start my life over. Because now I'm living in my truth. I can be whoever I want to. I'll visit y'all when I want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the violence has got to stop.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Gotta stop.
Maybe we need to do another ceasefire, cease killing type deal.
No. Ceasefire is going to continue. They do that 4 times a year.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
that's going to continue. But the ceasefire,
I just don't know what it would take to get it to stop. To get that hatred out in the open, because they don't want to listen to it.
A sit down and some honesty.
Right, but I understand that. But if you can't sit all of them down,
right,
then it's not going to go anywhere. They're still going to, the people that did not make that meeting, they're still going to have their hate.
That's why I said on the last interview I did, if I could take every Black and color person and sit them down and ask them, now, what is your issue with him? You're too light. You're too dark. You're gay. You're straight. You're bi. You're educated. You're not educated enough. If I could sit all of us down and say, look, we got one thing in common. We are all moving targets. When you're in the military and you're across seas, you're a soldier, and you're in Afghanistan and you're in your platoon, you guys are all united whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. Why can't that same narrative apply to the Black community? We're in this shit together. Right. We all have the same history. What I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I wish somebody could make me understand. I wish somebody could make me understand. We're the only community where it's taboo and they turn their backs on you, throw you out the house, financially cut you off if you're not who you grow up to be and in your sexuality. I've seen a straight A student kicked out her mama's house because she was gay. That shit makes me angry.
Yeah, that's sad.
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And her mother was a part of the church.
I remember this was probably like 5 years ago. This person is no longer my friend either, too. So, because I never thought this person had those kind of views, and much like that shocking that we got 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
It was the message that was given to their child was not even to the child, but it was in general. I couldn't imagine if my child was gay. Like, why would it matter? Like, what's wrong with you? It's still your child, right?
It's still your blood. It's still your child, right?
Your child you carry.
The child didn't change blood, but if they told you they were gay, what's wrong with you? Like, why? But see, I take that all the way back to I never felt the need or the ability or the reasoning or the want to tell nobody my sexuality.
Right.
I don't understand why people. I still like people try to explain to me why they do it. I said that's stupid. Like, why do you want? Straight people don't go around saying I'm straight.
No.
Right.
Like, why are you telling
No.
people if somebody's interested in you, you interested in them? Make the notion if they want it, they won't. If they don't, they don't.
But there's a lot of closed-minded people that are not open to the new norm of the LGBTQ.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though. Stop. If we, I don't want anybody to start hiding their sexuality either. But if you don't want me, don't talk to me. Like Fantasia, hey, Fantasia.
Have some discretion. That's all.
It is.
Have some discretion because this is misconception that because you like the same gender, oh, they're bisexual. They want me. They're after me. They want me. They're trying to get my goodies. No, bitch, we weren't even looking at you. So,
and Lindsay, I think you've been around me before. I've been around me at a point where I've told somebody, please, honey, I don't want you. I've never even talked to you like that. So I don't understand why you even think to step to me, actually, saying something like that to me, because I've never suggested or hinted that I wanted you in any kind of way. So let's get that straight off the front. We can be friends, but you're not my type, and I'm going to let you know that right up front.
Right.
Yeah. Because people get it twisted.
You will know before I know if I want you.
Right.
Because it's not that kind of party. You don't get the ride for free.
Oh, yeah, that. You better have change. You better have some money. I hear that.
Because I've been around too many broke people, and it's not that kind of party over here.
I know that's right.
You ain't got to pay for it, but you ain't gonna get it for free either.
I know that's right.
Come with something to bring something to the table, boo.
That's right. I bought the damn table. I'll be damned if
right. I'm not gonna buy the table and have your motherfucking chair pulled up to it. No. No. Come with your own table and we can sit talking across each other's tables.
I got my own table. Come on over to Mama house. I got my own table.
No, I work hard. I work hard every day.
Absolutely.
I can't work hard for two people unless they my kid.
Yeah.
The kids, yep.
And I'm not raising no grown child.
No.
I'm not raising no grown child.
No.
Do you understand? Do you get it?
Oh,
do you get it?
Officer.
Oh my God, that is the end of the show tonight, you guys. I want to thank everybody for listening. No one called us. We got a phone number. Everybody was wanting to call in. We gave you a phone number. You didn't use it. So let's try it again next week. Now that y'all know there's a phone number. It's 443-642-9403. No one wanted to call. Last week, 2 weeks ago, everybody wanted to get in on the race conversation. Everybody wanted to talk about the race stuff and the fact that he didn't want to teach those black and those white kids. But
I'm not doing this. I'm not a part of this show.
But I'm leaving. I want y'all to have a great night and a great week. And we will be back here. Maybe, what's today? Tuesday? We might come back tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on how my time works. At least I'm not feeling like I felt 2 weeks ago. Like I was exhausted. I was exhausted. That was a great show, but I was exhausted.
I'm still trying to pull myself up from that one.
That was a great show, but I was exhausted. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Good night. God bless.
Good night.